Hello, welcome back to the channel. So lately there's been a lot of talk about, certain terms being banned on certain platforms, mainly, Twitch and the simp ban. So I wanted to take a moment to talk about why certain terms that are being considered like these hot item terms really shouldn't be and seem to miss the entire understanding of why certain words or derogatory terms aren't generally okay to say. So some words recently that a lot of groups, mostly in the Twitter twit idiot circle, but also in Twitch, which is essentially run by their Twitter twit idiots, have said that phrases like, or words like Karen, bitch, simp, all of that stuff is completely unacceptable. You can't say these words. They're derogatory terms, and they put those derogatory terms pretty much in the same category as something like something that sounds like flag but isn't about flags. You know, that one word that rappers like to say? Those kind of terms. They're putting them on like the same playing field. They're saying simp, incel, bitch, Karen, same thing. Now, most people find this annoying and frustrating, but I don't think most people know why they're annoyed and frustrated. So I'm going to just point out the objective reason that this is stupid to compare these two words the same. I usually hear people talking about, well, the history of the words, or how offensive they actually are, or the blah, blah, blah. None of that matters at all. Because you could then say, well, the new history of this word, the recent history, is vile enough that this word should not be said, that this word should be banned in most circumstances, like most of the other words that I mentioned. But the big reason that there's a difference is one set of derogatory terms have to do with things about a person that they don't have control over. The other set of derogatory terms are about personality traits that are bad personality traits that they have complete control over. Therefore, there's no reason to protect someone from being called a name that is associated with negative behavior. It's like calling someone a bastard, an asshole, a bitch, a Karen, a simp. It's not that they were born this way, that they have no control over this identity. They actively choose to do something that most people would reasonably view as bad behavior. It's not like the other terms, which is basically insulting someone in a derogatory way based on who they are as a person, as part of their identity that they have no control over. Your own frustrations with people saying, oh, you can't say simp, you can't say Karen, you can't say bitch, you can't say incel, you can't say virgin, and you're going, what? Why the hell not? The reason you're so mad is because these are terms, except for maybe virgin, there's reasons to be a virgin, but the other terms are usually terms to do with just a negative personality trait that you've put on yourself that now you're being made fun of for. The fact of humans and human nature is if you don't shame each other, a lot of personality traits never change or get better. Shaming is not always the correct way, and a lot of times the way it's gone about is just for self-justification or just to cause harm and damage. But there are often times when shaming is appropriate, and there are often times when name-calling is appropriate. And when you try to just remove all of that to spare people's feelings, well, you just have a society of, bitches, simps, Karens, and the like, which is what we have right now. Because we're afraid of shaming other people or making anyone's feelings hurt, and that just leads to, what we got. Hopefully that changes over time, as the US Congress dies out and is replaced by younger people who understand the internet, then they'll see that companies like Google and Facebook have inappropriate corporate monopolies, break up those companies, and maybe some of the heads of some of the companies will have more of balanced political views, and this stuff would work itself out in the long run. But really, until the people in charge of the world, the baby boomers and the greatest generation who run the world right now, until they die or get voted out of power, we're stuck with this shit. Because there's plenty of people, Gen X and millennials, that have differing mindsets. It just happens to be the people who have created the platforms that control communication mostly share the same mindset, and until their monopolies get broken up by the government, which is what's supposed to happen with these kind of monopolies, well, we're stuck with this. So anyway, hopefully that clears things up for you, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, I scheme, you scheme, we all scheme for ice cream. See you later!